Welcome to the live, guys. Welcome, welcome. Yes, we are live in the building. We are live in the building. Welcome to the live. Welcome. All right. So, what do we have here tonight with gold? Let's first start with market structure, overall structure. So, for me, starting on the higher time frames, you can see, just ignore for now these lines. Okay, so we are still in an uptrend, right? So we are still bullish. However, we've seen from last week Tuesday, price is making lower highs right here. Starting from this double top here, made a new lower high, lower low, lower high, broke these lows as well, and came back to this low retesting. So price is currently retesting a previous low, but it also broke this high here. So if you check here on the 1 hour, we this is a high that was just broken also, and I do think price might come to retest this 4 hour low here, right here, this gap here. So is the market exhausted? I don't know. I will just wait for a pullback to see where the price will come back to our area, this area, and go up, or where the price will come back into this zone, because this zone you can also, this is actually where my demand zone is. Um, so I would like to see price come back to this area here before I look for any buys. Okay, so that's currently my plan for gold. Gold is very bullish, so um, I have these. Maybe I must make this bit darker, then you can see it a bit better. So I'm just waiting for price to pull back to my zone right here. I'm definitely looking for buys. I am not a swing trader, so I'm not going for all the way up here, even though I do think eventually gold is trying to, as you can see here, gold broke these highs here, broke those highs there, currently broke a high right here at this very area. And then this is where I think it will come to tonight to retest. So my thinking will be, if I get in here, once price comes back, gives us a pullback, some sort of pullback, I will take it all the way up. Yep. Now let me just delete this. That was just to show you where I think the highs are, and based on which highs I am taking this trade. So I'm taking the buy based on the break on the high. You can already see if you gotten in, if you're in this trade already, then it's good, because I mean your stop loss, I do think price is gonna come back before it's shot up. But even here was a good entry for this trade, as this candle here, this bullish candle. broke structure, as you can see there. So that was a good, we were supposed to get in actually, yeah. But let's see. Okay, so the thinking is once price pulls back to 2887.3, that's where I will enter. Let me just take my phone. What could also happen is those candles could come all the way only to, so the pullback will depend on, if the pullback is only till here, that's also good for me to enter. That means this new low here is then my stop loss. Ideally, I wanted to come back all the way down here. It was already touched one, two, three, four, rejected four times from my zone, as you can see on the 15 minute. So that's a strong, but I want to wait for it to come back. Okay, so we were waiting for a red candle. Now I use the same strategy with all my trade setups, demand and supply. I look at a few four, one, two, three, four things before I enter. The same strategy, one strategy, using demand and supply zones. It has to be, we have to try the strategy when the market has momentum, when there's a lot of momentum in the market. Otherwise, it's not going to work because we need to see price making higher highs or lower highs. And also, very important is that you always need to have a confirmation with the higher time frame. My higher time frame is only 1 hour. Sometimes I just peak at the 4 hour, but you might be looking for your goal is to go for more than 100 pips per trade setup. So you might look at 4 hour time frame, daily time frame. The highest I go is 1 hour. So I based my structure, market structure. I pay attention to the 1 hour market structure, but my entries are on the 15 minute and the 5 minutes. So thus I'm watching the 15 minute now. So once I see that On the 15 minute, I get a pullback. That's when I will enter. Now I'm not just waiting for a pullback, I'm also waiting for a rejection. After the pullback, there must be a rejection before I enter. So if those few things are not present, we don't just get in. And also it has to make sense when it comes to your risk to reward, right? So check here. I know this is the low that I'm targeting currently. If I'm about to take a buy. So my stop loss cannot be here, right? My stop loss is just about below this low here. I'm just bringing it closer because of these wicks here. So we're just waiting for price to pull back more, and then we enter. All right. If you on the charts now, you'll see all the momentum to the left. I mean, all the liquidity to the left. So that's another confirmation. There's liquidity to be grabbed. What I didn't think that gold will continue going up because it's been bullish since this morning. But I can see the break in structure happened on the higher time frames here. This is a strong indication of bullish momentum coming into the market. So this move is not done yet. As you can see, these lows here, these lows need to be filled. This gap here still need to be filled tonight. So price could go all the way up here, but also could go all the way up to 2920 right here and retest this area and then bounce back. So we don't know, but we wait for to see how far price is going to go up. So yeah, let's wait for that price to come back to our entry, give us a good entry, and then we enter. Right here, we enter and then we move it, take it all the way up. Hi Samika, hope you're well. Let me know where you're watching from. We are trading gold. We're trading gold. So every evening when I live trade, I only live trade gold. This is the time around when I am getting onto the charts and looking for setups. It's Monday. It's a new month. Last month was a great month. This month is going to be greater. New week. It's NFP week. So let's see what the market gives us. I am a scalp trader. So I use the supply and demand strategy. But on gold, I have a fixed strategy with gold. Um, Yeah, so any questions you have, feel free to ask me. Oh, I thank you, thank you. I try to make it educational, informative. You don't get much of traders, a lot of traders explaining the process, explaining what they look for before they enter trade, and that is my goal with my live trades, showing that I how I take trades and what the process is. Don't forget to hit that notification bell that it will be on, not personalized but all. Select all on your notification button so you can get notified whenever I am going live. Especially especially for people who are not from South Africa and not in my time zone. So normally what I do before I enter, I I move between the 5 minute and the 15 minute. You'll see on the 5 minute, it looks like price wants to come a bit down. On the 15 minutes, still struggling. But we would like this candle to come all the way down, at least to retest here. Hi Peter, welcome, welcome, good evening. Yeah, yeah, use a small lot size and then you can test it with me once we get in. Samika. So smaller time frames, I enter on a smaller time frame because then I get accurate entry because on the technical side, I'm looking at, you can see this candle is a 15-minute candle. It broke structure, right? It broke highs. So now this is a 15-minute candle. I'm waiting for it. This is what we're waiting for pullback, right? So why do I enter on a 5 minute? I'm looking at 5 minute and 15 minute on both. The 5 minute gives me that as soon as this candle taps, right? Like these candles here, as soon as it taps in your zone, that's normally where I enter. So that's why I'm looking at the 5 minutes for entry to get that accuracy when I enter. Hi, yeah, welcome. I hope you guys had a good weekend. We are back. It's the month of March, the third month of the year, and it's NFP week this week. Gold is strong bullish. I explained my thoughts on this trade I'm looking to buy. So we have a break-in structure right here at 2887, right? We see this pullback. This would have been a nice entry as well, but I waited for this break here and now I'm waiting for this candle to pull back before I enter. I did mention if it only come back to retest around 2889, I might still enter there as well position, but I would like for it to come back all the way. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, we see gold pushing down. Maybe gold's gonna give us a quick one tonight. Okay, it's 7 now. 2 minutes to 7. So I'm expecting it to drop a bit more. Let's take 5 minutes. Yeah, I do think it can come down a bit more. Yep. Let's wait for that pullback. So let's see what's happening. Huh. It's 7 now, so the pullback actually only started now because it's 7. Let's wait for that pullback before we enter. You want to see again how far I think it's going to go? Why is this thing here? 2905.6. That's what I'm targeting. Will I hold until that price hits that? I might not. But I do see price still going and grabbing all the liquidity on the 1 hour right here. This is all liquidity, and I do see price going all the way to that area there. We have confirmation with when it comes to the break-in structure. We have a pullback, starting to pull back now. I need I need a bearish candle to come and retest my zone here. Alright, so now it's just to be patient to wait for that pullback. I don't know if you want me to discuss anything while we're waiting, because waiting is going to be. It's still early. It's only 7 now. Ria is here. Samika is here. Peter is here. Hi, Peter. No, I don't look at fundamentals. I don't look at the fundamentals of gold. I know what it is all about. I know how to analyze the fundamentals, but I don't incorporate that with my trade setup or my trading style. Okay, yeah. For you, because you're so loyal, you here every day. I will explain to you on. You asked me about the liquidity. So what I look for, how I define liquidity. When I started, or when you start to learn how to read the market structure, right? So when we always say that the future price is based on the historical data. So it's whatever happened in the past, it must happen again. What I mean by that is, if you look here, this is where we currently at, but this is what happened in the past. This is a past. This happened on the say Thursday the 27th, right? That was a lower high that was formed, and we currently see that price broke that lower high. And what this was, all these candles from here dropped all the way down. That was previous liquidity in the market. That's how I identify liquidity. So you basically look at what happened to your left prior to where you are now. So we are currently here. What happened to the left? If there was no price action here, that means there's no liquidity to grab. That's what I mean with liquidity, to be grabbed. That's what I look at as liquidity. If I don't see anything to my left happen, the price never went to that area, was never in this region, then, or I can't see the liquidity. That means there's no liquidity. So there's some traders who basically trade based off that liquidity. When they see that liquidity, they and sometimes I do as well. I will incorporate that with my strategy in terms of, um, if I see, okay, we are currently here, how far, that's how I base my TPs. You see, I base my TPs of previous historical price action. As you can see here, I can see previous price action. There was a drop, there was a lower high, a lower low, lower high, lower low, low, all the way down. But this is all price action, that previous price action. So that is current liquidity in the market. Now, when it comes to technical analysis, you how do you base your where do you base your take profit, your stop loss? It's always based on market structure, but price action. So you you always look at what happened previously to understand where price could potentially go, because we're just speculating, but we're using historical price data. We're using historical price action. So thus looking back to the left gives you clues to what could potentially, how far can gold go up? How long can gold go up? Where will gold pull back to? How far can gold pull back, you know? So that's how I use liquidity within the strategy to understand, to know when to exit, where to enter, and where to put stop loss. I hope it made a bit sense to you. If you have any questions, don't be scared to ask me. Now, yeah, I'm just waiting at least for price to retest the wicks or the body right here. I don't think it wants to come all the way down because we can see here one, two, three, four rejections. I think what price wants to do now, we can just speculate, but I think it wants to come back and retest us higher and then shot up. So I will enter positions here. Once it gets retest here, I'll enter buy. Okay, so it's pulling back. I'm getting ready. The thing is, I always look at my stop loss because I base my stop loss off structure. So if this is the low, the last low, my stop loss supposed to be below that last low. Now you have all these wicks, you have to consider that as well. So if you enter here, it is far, you know, you can't have a big stop loss like that. So now your stop loss need to be, this will be my, if it comes below this entry, because I entered here now, I'll have to close this trade here because this is all I'm willing to risk. I entered right now. I entered one position. Let me just check on a 5 minute. As you can see, it's starting to give us a, yeah, definitely. I'm in. You can even wait for that candle to break this candle's wick before you enter. Then we will have to move our stop loss to here. My take profit. First take profit. Can you see how I base my TPs based on what happened previously? And then there's your second TP. I do think it wants to come a bit down more, but just in case I entered one position already. So I'm just waiting to see what's going to happen. Okay, if it breaks here, I'll enter more positions. If it breaks this candle here, these weeks here, I will enter more. Because we're not sure whether it's going to come back to our zone or what. Continue. Okay, it looks like it's going to go up. It looks like it's going to move up now. As you want to give the new stop loss is at 288. Alright, so I'm in the straight. Let's see how far will it play out. Continue to 89, 2. Now you see that 15-minute candle, I would close it, even made a week. So I do think price wants to continue up now. So remember, a breakout structure is just it's simply where the place or the area where the high was broken, or the place or the area where the low was broken. That's how I don't overcomplicate it. I like to simplify trading because it's already so demanding mentally. So that's all you're looking at. You're looking for the breaking structure. You're looking at that area where price broke out. You get your zone. You you check for rejection, and then you enter. Up. Let me just move this up to so you can see. Now, uh, I I do think if you want to, if you're in the strike, you can close and wait for it to retest. If you want to, if you can't handle this drawdown because it might just come back to 288.9 here and then only sort up. So trade management is important. If this pulls back all the way down here and you cannot handle that type of pullback, close it and wait for it to come back to your pullback. But I'm holding just because the account can handle that with my lot size. And that's another thing you need to be careful when it comes to selecting a lot size with these setups, because when it comes to gold and its pullbacks, initially the pullback's supposed to be right here. I entered here. I do think it wants to come back to 2889, but I entered this. So I am willing to sit if it comes all the way to this drawdown. My stop loss is here. If you are not comfortable with that type of stop loss, I would say get out, save your capital. That's all. That should always be your focus. You can always re-enter once it triggers you. Now look how that 5 minute closed right at my entry. So that tells me price still wants to continue going up. And based on that is how I make my decisions when it comes to trade management. Because my eye is on my stop loss. I not gonna move my stop loss. If price comes close to my stop loss or it hits my stop loss, I'm out. You need to know how much you are willing to risk also per trade. And also, like you can see here, this is 26 pips. My stop loss is 26 pips. If you don't know how to calculate pips, you don't need to know how to count, to calculate it. You can use this tool on TradingView. And here at the bottom, it tells you if your stop loss is here, that's how many pips you are willing to risk. So if you're using 0.01 and you're trading with a USD account, that means $2.6 is what you're going to lose. That's how you calculate your risk. If you have a 0.02 lot size and you have a stop loss of 26 pips, that means you have a 52 $5.2 that you are risking. You must multiply that with the amount of pips that you are going. If it's a 0.02, 0.03, then if you use 0.03, you multiply that by the stop loss pip. Say the stop loss pips is 26, like I just said, you multiply it, and that's the dollar value that you are risking per this trade. So for instance, if we're gonna make 40 pips now on this and you use 0.01, that means you're gonna make $4. But that's all probably also depending on what leverage you are using, what broker you are using. Because I'm trading with 1:100 leverage. Some people trade to 1:500, 1:1,000. My maximum is 1:100, even 1:50 leverage. So it also depends on your leverage. Okay, so like I said, if you don't want to sit in that pullback, please close. That's huge. Like I said, it's coming to now to 289,998. It's actually a far better entry, you know. This is a far better entry. Far better entry. I think I'm gonna. Okay, we're gonna wait for it to pull back further and then we get in. Once it rejects, we get in. You see, this is actually where I wanted to pull back to, and it came there now. Let's see if it's gonna reject. Okay, it's gonna come back more. So this is the initial entry where we wanted to enter, right? So wait for it, let it come to the zone. Let it come back more. I say that's the way. Okay. As soon as it hits my zone, I'm in. So it's moving now. As soon as it hits here, this zone, I'm in. All right. So now that's the real deal now. Okay, there's the real deal. So that's the rejection I was waiting for whole time. Okay, oops. So that was the rejection I'm talking about. If the candle reject off like that from your zone, that's a perfect time for you to enter. Okay, so I'm in. Let me just see if I can. I'm in. Stop loss has to be below this week's. Yes, the pullback came back to our zone right where I marked it off. Okay, let me just show you the 15-minute. Okay, let's go, gold. Let's go, let's go. I'm in good profits now because I entered the right year at 288.50, 288.750 into the right year. So let's go, gold. Yes, I'm also in profit. Let's go, gold, man. She's gonna go all the way up. I can feel it in my bones. See this police candle on the 15 minute. Just waiting for it to close. How do you know the pool? How does one know the pullback area? So there's a few things that I look at for pullback areas. Um, but the basic simplest is where the breakout candle, the breakout candle. You know, remember we was talking about the break of structure need to happen. So the area where the break of structure happened, the first break of structure, like yeah, if you look on the 15 minute, this candle that I have my, this is the break of structure candle, this police candle. So it broke out of structure at this area. This is where I put my zone. But this zone is based on the break of structure. And then price pulled back. That's how I knew the pullback was going to come to this area where it broke out. So that's a short answer for how do we know one know the pullback area is where it broke out and then price came back to that same area. Thank you for asking the question, Peter. Okay, so I'm expecting gold to shot up, but the price always move at its own pace, so we have to be patient. And look how it's shot up now. That's good. That's the kind of shot ups. That's good. Let's go. Yeah, almost there. That's good. That's good. I'm now just looking for price to break these weeks here, but we'll see. Maybe the next candle. Okay, we need to see it break the previous weeks. Then I'll be happy. Patience. Oh, who's so loud? I'm happy with the movement now. I'm happy. That's definitely what I was looking for. Just have to break more past these weeks. Now TP. and it's all the way. Then we know at least that 15-minute candle break a new structure. So I'm looking at this 15-minute candle and I want to see at least break or close above that high. Yeah, that's beautiful. It's so beautiful. That is super, superb. Let's go, gold. There we go. So I'm looking to take some profits off at 2894. So just check where that 15-minute close now. Now, if you check on the 15-minute, that's bullish candle. I actually wanted to close above these wicks, man. But now I think it's gonna pull back before it continues going up. Ah, sorry guys. I know. Now in this case, now how I do it. So once that on the 15-minute I get a break here, then I will move my stop loss a bit closer based on this week here. But for now, the stop loss is still around here. If you manage just trade, you can just ride it all the way up. So if it breaks a new high here, which means this high, sorry, this weeks, these weeks I actually want the price to go further than that. Then I'll bring my stop loss closer. But I always take partial profits as well. As it move, it takes some off. This is where we're going. We're going to 2898. Will it go there tonight? We're not sure. But this trade is going good. This is just a small pullback now. If you entered too late, then you might be in drawdown now. But we entered when it hit our zone here, 288.7.5, right here. That's where we entered. So if you entered here, it's really late for you because I'm just looking now to take profits at 2895. Yeah, I won't be too long tonight on this live. I want to be done by 8 p.m. Yeah, it's already 1 hour on this live. I gave so much information also for free. That is insane. It's coming back to that area here now. It's retesting these weeks before it's gonna continue up. This is just a 5 minute candle, so I'm not panicking because I'm keeping my eye on for 5 minute, 15 minute structure. And these weeks here must give you confirmation. The way it closed, this candle can just come and retest these weeks and then continue up. So structure is still valid. That's how you read structure. You always make sure that you can see break, pull back, broke, pull back, and now it has to break here in order to continue market structure. We're just following market structure. So you're looking at a higher time frame and you come all the way down to the smaller time frame just to confirm what you are seeing. So you don't base your analysis off the smaller time frame. And that gives you the confidence to either hold and knowing where to enter and exit the trade, because that's the most difficult part, knowing how far to hold and how far to close. Oh, I only see your message now. So my first target is 2894 for now. I'll take some profits when I get here. And then 2898 is here, up here, all the way up here. So I always say when I take these setups, I like the trade to play out here by 8 p.m. It's now 5 minutes to 8. Because after 8, then the momentum is dying down. So there's not a lot of volume in the market. So you don't really want to be in the market when the volume is dead. So if our setup can play out before 8 or even at 8, it would be very nice. But we don't have control over how far the market's gonna go, how long it's gonna go. So I just have to set this one. I think I'm gonna So the reason I'm holding on to this trade is the 15-minute structure is still valid. And I always manage my trade based off the 15 minute. When I say I manage a trade, I mean I check whether our zone is still valid because there's certain I know exactly when our zone is no longer valid. Demand zone or supply zone. So I know I need to get out of a trade when my zone is not valid anymore. Also, we are still strong bullies because due to that break in structure. We are not seeing currently a reversal in the direction of the market. The market is still going bullish, so that's why I'm still holding my bias. Um, yeah, then it's not 8 o'clock yet. I'm just waiting for this. At 8, that 1 hour candle will close, and I will see more what price wants to do. However, I also have a stop loss where I know exactly when price comes to that area, that's when I will get out. But if you entered with us at this area, you should still be in profits. As soon as that 8 o'clock candle now close, look at how the momentum price suddenly just shot down. I like to study the behavior of the candles though. As I'm looking at it, we can see now price is now consolidating on this area. Why doesn't it break through right here? You need to ask yourself. Well, if it comes below here, then I would say close. But of course it's still consolidating, not breaking through, it means it still wants to continue going up. Now I know who some the color of the bodies. I know some traders don't even they don't care about the color of the bodies of the candle. But for me, the colors of the candles it does tell me something about the structure and also those wicks and the bodies of those candles. It does have a meaning. You can't just say that's a bullish candle. You need to say what type of bullish candle is it, and where that candle is located is saying something about market structure. It's saying something about the momentum. It's if a body of a candle is like small, that means the momentum in the market is small. Not small, sorry, it's low. But if you get like long body candles, and it's a lot of green candles, you must know it's bullish momentum, strong bullish momentum. If you see a lot of big body red candles, it's small bearish momentum. So that indicates that sellers are more in the market. Green indicates buyers are more in the market. That's why it's at the demand zone for buy. We buy at the demand zone because that means when you buy, the demand is high. All right, so I saw that break there now. So it's breaking this area here. Let's just check on the 15 minute. Still valid though. Now this is where I'm. It might move below, but did it close there? That is the next. Always ask yourself that. That's what I ask myself. Because price can move down, but did it close below the body of the candle? And you see, this was the breakout candle for this move. So it's still in alignment with structure. So I think we're gonna have to be patient for this one. Yeah, and you have to pay attention to the wicks as well. Because the wicks will sometimes the wicks retest previous areas. But the wicks helps you also to see where the momentum is going. And when it comes to market structure, price always has to say for instance price broke out of a area like this now. Say it makes a high like that. Then it moves all the way up. Right? This is the high that it made right here. It always has to come back to that high before it continues up. That is structure. That is market. It has to do that in order to be valid. That's how the market moves. Once you understand how the market moves and you can read that type of structure, you know where price need to come back to in order to retest that area. So you can get in at that retest. That's how you develop a strategy. Because you understand market structure. It's all the foundation is market structure. Just like I said, look where that candle closed. It moved all the way down here. This we come down, but it did not close below here. Now, the other thing is you can see now it's 8:15, almost 15 minutes past 8. The momentum is dying down. As you can see, these candles is just getting smaller and smaller. So I might just hold this setup till, let me just bring this thing down. I might just hold it until here. Just wait for it to get here, then I'll get out. That's 60 pips. I can get those 60 pips. I'm fine. Because the momentum is dying down at this stage, at this hour. all right. 2 more minutes before that candle close. So let's see. Yeah, nah, it looks like it's just gonna consolidate. Like, it looks doesn't even look like price wants to go any further than this now. So that candle is just to make to frighten you. Because if I check you on a 15 minute, right, we are still in structure, but once it comes below here, let's give it some chance. To be honest, on I don't like it because on the 1 hour I noticed that it's starting to form berries engulfing candle. So if price going to break here, I'm gonna close. So stop loss is gonna be right here now. Because if you check on the 1 hour, price went to a previous high and it's retesting and it's busy forming a berries engulfing candle, meaning that that 1 hour candle wants to come back to our zone and then goes up. It's too much. I'll wait for 8:30 and then I'll finish the live as well. We still have 15 minutes of this. This 1 hour candle is still 42 minutes. So I still have 15 minutes on this live. Let's see. All right. Okay. Okay. I can see. You see here? Just where I had my stop loss now. Price started. It's decided it's going to continue up. Just 15 minutes. Looks strong bullish. So let's see. Yeah. Yeah, man. That's all we wanted to see. So give us one more push to 2894. Remember, I entered here 288,750. So that means 665. But I moved my stop loss now. Basically, to stop loss area. Even if you gotten in late with us, even if you gotten in around here with us, because remember we when as soon as this week here came here, we entered around here. If you even moved here, you still should still be up in profits. This is your 1:3 risk reward. Yeah, it's 1:2. I'm going for 1:4 now. But I had my stop loss around here. My I entered here 1:3. See, so what? 2894. Hmm. Let's go, gold. Let's go. I would say when you up, take your profit. Okay, seven more minutes for me. Also on the live, guys. I would like to thank you for tuning in. 8:30, I'll end the live, but I'll be back tomorrow evening, same time. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on all. Make sure it's on all so you can get all my notifications whenever I go live. And I thank you for your engagement in the chat. It's nice to trade with other traders as well, because trading can be lonely sometimes. Starting the week off with a bang. The month. First trade for March. I want to see at the end of the month those P&Ls looking green. Let's go, gold. Let's go. So once it hits my TP, I'm going to end the live. Can you see how it's struggling to break past these highs here? It just come to retest it. But what I do think is that if you look on the higher time frame here, it's retesting a previous high. And that's the reason why it's struggling to break so strongly through. But I do think it's gonna hit TP before it eventually come back. Because the market also has to correct itself. So just struggling with this high now. Let's see, let's see. Once again, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for tuning in. See you on the next live. Keep well and stay disciplined. Consistency and discipline is all that matters. Okay, so it's pulling back again. If you're still in the straight, remember to protect your capital. I'll see you in the next on the next live tomorrow. Thank you for watching.